So let us see what are the enablers of these IoT. So definitely the cheaper processing power. So the devices are getting cheaper and cheaper, as we know, because of Moore's law, and they're also getting smaller, and they're becoming more and more energy efficient. And also another big enabler or important enabler is basically the advances in wireless communication technologies and standardized protocols. So today interoperability is very important. Without interoperability, you cannot have such networks where objects can talk to each other. And today we have, so a lot of effort has been put to come up with the standards and the protocols. And these are some of the examples of the technologies and the standards which are listed, like RFID, ZigBee, Bluetooth, IPv6, 6LoWPAN, etc. Also, emergence of cloud technologies will have an impact, an interesting impact. So now these devices are anyway connected to the network. So definitely they can access the resources which are made available on the cloud. So now you have the possibility of massive storage and processing capabilities available to the individual devices. And this can result in pretty interesting applications. And today, if you know, the mobile computing is the main driver for adoption of cloud technologies. So the organizations today are adopting cloud technologies first for mobile kind of applications. So this will impact on into an IoT world also. And now the trend towards more smarter, self-aware, and self-caring, self-healing kind of networks. So we will expect network, to take care of itself. So sort of adoption kind of networks where they can configure themselves. The devices can discover. They can, if there is a problem with one node, then they can find alternate routes, basically. For example, mesh technologies in the communications, and we'll make sure that the network is robust, the network is working and reliable. That is one of the trend. Also, there is a trend towards more and more analytics in the products, where the devices are getting smarter. So now the devices have sensing, so they can access, they can sense their environment, and they will generate the data. So what do you do with this data, basically? So either the device itself or the higher order systems, they can use this data, they can analyze this data and take real life decisions. So for example, one example of this is predictive analytics, where the product or system can monitor the sensor inputs, and then it can predict imminent or coming problems and take action. So those kind of analytics or that kind of smartness is being built in the products today, and we see more of that. Of course, the IPv6, where we'll have a lot more addresses available, because we are talking about more than 60 billion kind of objects which can get connected to the internet. So we will need a lot more addresses to identify these objects. Just a second.